Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. It is time to introduce our fighters in this amateur bantamweight contest scheduled for three-minute rounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. This man is making his debut and representing Guerrilla Fight Team, it's Will Paddison! And his opponent standing across the cage, fighting out of the blue corner, also making his debut, representing Gracie Barra Derby, it's Alan Barra!
Here we go, fight 2 of the evening. We've got a United Amateur Rules Bantamweight contest. We've got Will Paddison making his debut from Guerrilla Fight Team, taking on Alan Barra making his debut from Gracie Barra. Both guys from 2 good camps here.
Yeah, very good camps. Will Paddison's older brother Jack's fighting later. He's trained with his dad David, and he's had K1 experience before.
Straight away, we got
yeah,
rushing in the Gracie Barra fighter, looking for the takedown straight away.
That's what I thought was going to happen straight away. But Will's trained a lot on his ground game lately, so let's see if that's done himself some justice.
Will did catch him with a couple of shots on his way in, but Barron has managed to secure the takedown. Yeah,
Alan looks like the smaller, stockier of the two. So he looks like he could be a decent wrestler, and he's controlling him right now on top. Just straight into
mount. That was a beautiful, beautiful transition there.
You know, Will wants to try and push it, get his hips, work his way up against the wall. But Alan's doing good to control him right now.
Always interesting seeing these debut fighters. Obviously, we don't really have too much to go on here, so
See, Will's had he's had some kickboxing fights, boxing fights, so his stand-up is really good for a young lad as well. He's only 18, so... but Alan, I've never heard anything of him. But he's from Gracie Barra, so his ground game is good.
Beautiful there.
Yeah, reversal from Will.
Tried to take the neck there, but Will was able to buck him off and end up on top here.
I think Will needs to slow it down a little bit, work his way out, because Alan's looking for the triangle here.
Very high rubber guard early on.
Yeah. All he has to do is slip his leg through under that arm. But Will needs to just slow it down, control his own posture.
That's it. No need to get too excited. As I say, I've seen it so many times, amateur fights, guys come steaming in.
Yeah.
You know, it's good to get the experience in the cage.
That right arm he needs to keep safe, because he'll get omoplated if he doesn't. But to be fair, he's against the cage, so he could use it against Alan.
Bit of a stalemate at the moment.
Yeah, if you can push him up against the cage and maybe get rid of this rubber guard, he can land some ground and pound. Alan looks very slick off of his back. He looks
very comfortable, wasn't he? Yeah. Very comfortable.
And that's the thing, you've got to be comfortable if you're on the ground. Oh, has he slipped his arm over? He could be caught in a triangle.
He's caught in the triangle there. Trying to slam your way out.
Slamming's not always the best way.
Danger is you'll end up deeper.
Yeah. He needs to slow down. He's pulling down now. Tightening it up. Yeah, that looks tight.
It's not where you want to be.
Tell you what, though, arms across now. Will needs to work his way out now.
Referee Neil Hall having a close look at it. Making sure there's no one grabbing the fence there.
That looks like a always landing the ground pound. He's got his arm there for an arm bar. Nice defense there. Nice defense from Will. He's definitely worked on his ground game.
Will he grabbed the cage twice there. So Neil Hall having a very close look. Obviously, very experienced referee in the game.
Yeah.
One of the most experienced on the UK circuit, without a doubt.
That's a man you have to listen to. Will's done good to survive in this round.
Absolutely.
Very, very good to survive.
He's blooded up the nose of Barron as well. So some of that ground and pound did land clean. There we go. Good first round from both these guys. Well survived by Paddison there.
Tell you what, there was no waiting about, was there, for these amateur for the debut fighters? Straight in there.
Now the one risk is whether it knocks the confidence of Barron there, not being able to secure the submission from those quite deep-looking positions.
Oh yeah,
so,
definitely.
You know, that can be a bit of a knock on your confidence there.
But then on the other side to that as well, Will's going to be worried about the takedown now.
That's it.
If that's what you're thinking about, you're not going to be thinking about what you want to do.
That's it.
I think what Will needs to do, he needs to keep the distance, because he's a lot longer than Alan is as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if he can work from distance, work his jab, work to get in for these strikes. He should be all right, but
I'd say one of the concerns for Barron, though, he did kind of come steaming in for that takedown there, and he did take a couple of shots on the way in, so I'd like to see him try and set it up a little bit cleaner rather than just sort of running in, telegraphing exactly what you're going to do, because,
set your takedown up.
That's it. There's always that risk you can get caught heavy coming in.
I tell you what, though, he settled straight in. As soon as he was on the ground, he looked more comfortable. He looked nervous
straight
at first.
away.
Yeah. He's looking a bit more comfortable now. But I think it's going to be the same thing. I think he's going to try come in and try and take down. But Will's very tall and very long.
Very long.
That's not what he wants to do. He wants to use his hands. He wants to use his hands, set his leg.
Oh, huge body kick. Now he's working for the leg lock, but it's not the easiest to secure when you're getting rained on.
And in amateur, you can't get a heel hook from there. It's got to be a straight ankle lock.
He's got him down.
Beautiful.
Back on top.
Really good reversal. Nice punch there. Will needs to be careful to not twist here.
Will going for his own leg lock here.
Under the amateur rules, he cannot twist. Ooh.
Good ground and pound from Barron there, returning the favour.
Yeah, see, Barron looks very comfortable on the ground. I think that's definitely where he wants this fight.
He doesn't look concerned about the submission attempt at all, to be honest.
No. When he trains at a Gracie Barra, they're always good. Always good on the ground. Beautiful.
Straight into side control.
Yeah. Will needs to start moving into him now.
Yeah, I'm interested to see. I mean, obviously Barron in the first round managed to take full mount very easily. We'll see what he can do from the side control here.
Yeah, he's looking for the head and arm triangle here.
Definitely come with the right game plan to be fighting someone who's had kickboxing experience, and there it is, straight away into the full mount again. See what he can do from here.
Same as in that first fight, Will needs to control that posture, and it's the simplest thing to just book and move, book and roll, get him off of you. But obviously, Barron's strong on the floor, so
in the first round they were a bit closer to the cage, so he could have used the cage a little bit more for when he bucked out. But
yeah, exactly. If you can use that cage to work up. I wouldn't say it's easier, but it gives you a bit more of a help, you know what I mean?
There he goes, he's shuffled his way over.
Yeah, I think Barron's going to know what he's going to try and do here. Push off the cage to try and reverse him. But Barron's got some strong...
And there we go, beautiful.
But Barron straight away looking for a submission.
For the arm bar. And
wow.
there we go.
That was great.
We have a fight, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, definitely. See, Will's trying it again. Barron's smart for it now.
It's a slightly more difficult position straight on here when he's not too high on the chest either, so it shouldn't be as easy.
If Barron can break his grip, he can rain some ground and pound now. Oh, see, now Will's pushed himself away from the cage, and that's oof.
And he's managed to get out.
Will again looking for another submission.
Will defending very
I'll tell
well.
You what, Will's ground game has surprised me. He should have sat up first. He's still got that leg trapped. We're coming towards the end of the round now as well, so...
A few punches from the bottom there from Paddison.
I think if Paddison's going to want to win this round, he's going to have to get another reversal. Last 10 seconds now.
Blocking all those shots from Barron, but...
Yeah, nothing's landing. It's all to the gloves. Great round.
Another good round. Very well-matched fight here.
Yeah, very good. I think Barron's probably took both rounds, to be quite honest.
Definitely got the control.
Yeah. I think the most damage really caused in that second round was probably the kick from Will on the way down to the body. Other than that...
there was a definite ooh from the crowd on the impact of that. We all heard that one clearly.
You know, both boys looking a bit tired now. Will's leaning up against his coach. Got his coach's dad in his corner there, David, obviously spearing him on for this last round. And when you're an amateur, in the last round, you just got to go for broke.
That's it. Getting into the third round is always nice for the amateurs, getting that cage experience behind you. But I definitely agree, Paddison needs to get something off special here to sway, well, to potentially get a finish. Still everything to play for going into the final round.
Yeah, I think both of them are going to come out strong in this last round. I think Will's going to be looking for this finish on the feet, but he just needs to make sure he defends the takedown. If he defends the takedown, I think he can do some damage on the feet, but he's going to have to finish, I think, now. Yeah. If he's going to want to get the judge's decision.
Oh, that was dirty.
That was cheeky. That was cheeky.
Showing the glove touch and then straight right over the top. Barron shakes his head in disappointment of that.
It landed, but it's not shook Barron at all. I think Barron's a lot more comfortable than we first assumed. Beautiful left hand there.
Big left hand.
Will's corner urging him to move forward instead of back.
Barron teasing with the kick there and getting Paddison to drop his hand.
Yeah. I think if Will starts throwing some combinations, they're both just looking for the one big shot. And at bantamweight, especially in these bigger gloves, it's going to be hard
the
to
head
knock
kick
them out.
lands.
Will
Head kick glance, but
yeah, that is what you want to see. Nice. Will needs to circle away now. Tell you what, Barron's striking as well is it's all one big shot, but they're working.
Yeah, absolutely. There we go, Paddison, both fighters in the centre again. Interesting that Barron hasn't tried to set up the takedown where he's had so much success so far, but
just
here it comes.
Yeah, Will's looking to get the underhook here. He's looking for a choke from the side. Oh! That's going to be a very difficult submission to finish.
Now we'll see if Paddison can stay on his feet this time. So far, hadn't had much luck in the first couple of rounds. So
Paddison originally had an underhook, and if it had worked that, gone into the running man position, he could have turned him, stepped away. But Barron's looking for the takedown now. If I was Barron, I'd be pretty. Oh, he was kicking the bottom of the calf there. Something that not a lot of people have been doing, but a calf kick hurts.
He's keeping a nice wide base there.
Yeah, I think he's trying to take his base away by kicking his legs, and I think it's working. But Will keeps looking to get that underhook, and now he's got it.
Barron's switching from the double to the single there.
Yeah, let's see what Will can do here. I think Barron's just gonna. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, straight away, Paddison reverses it.
If Paddison's smart, he'll throw a few and he'll step back.
He's maintaining the top control, but as we've seen, Barron's pretty comfortable working off his back.
Oh, that was beautiful reversal there. See, if I'm Will now, he's got to finish the fight, so balls to the wall. That's what he needs to be.
And there we go, Barron showing he's comfortable in the grappling game, showing his skill set there, the difference in the levels there as he comfortably takes top control again. Yeah. And this is the thing, the damage may not be there, but in the judges' eyes, you're in control, you're winning the points.
Yeah, definitely. Both corners are urging their fighters to finish here. They've both got some good support. Last 10 seconds of the fight, let's see what happens.
I'd be surprised if anyone can get the finish here, but Paddison's going for it, it's in deep.
He let go of the arm, he should have kept the arm. Beautiful fight.
Great fight from both these amateurs on a debut.
Yeah. 3 rounds in the books, first fight. And they looked very comfortable in there. Will obviously looked more comfortable on the feet, but his ground game was very surprising. Very surprising. He's definitely worked on that a lot.
So first job for the judges tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please show your appreciation for 2 young men that have just left everything in the cage? And so after 3 rounds of action, we head to the judges' scorecards, where we have a unanimous decision for your winner in the blue corner, Alan Barron. And your appreciation, please, for Will Paddison.